Today, my friends, I'm in one very special place because I have something to show you. I'm hiking one of my favorite places up in the mountains, surrounded by a beautiful pine forest. Right here, you can see it. So early in the morning, there is absolutely no one. It's the spring and there is still some snow up here on the peaks, but the snow is melting and is pouring the essence of life, the water, almost everywhere. We have full rivers, and even here you can see the water spills everywhere, even on the roads. It's a calm, magical forest, and I'm seeing this beautiful moss on the trees. I'm hearing the bird songs, and of course I'm breathing right here. I woke up really early this morning and it's still the sunrise, the golden hour, and I don't want to miss the moment, so I continue to walk as fast as I can. Of course, as I've said, the water is everywhere, and thankfully I got my waterproof boots. Really sorry, but I'm in a hurry and I can focus on shooting myself. Of course, shooting myself is also not the most important thing. Packed my backpack with the most important things. First, the first aid kit. Then I've put my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K in my backpack because the snow is melting and now is the right moment with the fullest of water river here in the mountain, in this region. I have to capture it, and of course I want to test the new generation 5 color science of Blackmagic because I've updated my camera to firmware 7.3. That noise that you're hearing is not the wind, it's the water right there. And that sound is getting more and more bassy and bassy. It's like a earthquake. You have to see this, a beautiful river, and that is the small one. Of course, in this place we have these beautiful little bridges because sometimes these rivers are becoming really stronger. And this, my friends, is not a plane. Maybe I have to talk really loud because come and see. This is one of the waterfalls right there. The snows are melting and this river is really full and loud. this, my friends, is one of the reasons I've got my Blackmagic Pocket 6K here. You can see I will use absolutely handheld. I put my Samsung T5 SSD because I will try a different resolutions and frame rates. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but this is one of the most beautiful places here in my country. And also, I can't miss this frozen waterfall here. It's still wearing its ice clothes, and this one is really beautiful. Friends, enough shooting the waterfalls. I've shot them in different frame rates and resolutions, starting with 6K, 23.98 or 24 frames per second. Also, I've shot 5.7K in 60 frames per second, as well as 2.8K in 120 for a real slow motion. And as you've seen, I was using the Samsung T5 SSD to record on. Maybe you're wondering, because you've seen the title of this video, how can we shoot 6K onto a normal SD card, for example V30 microSD, with an adapter to adapt it for the 6K SD card port? The answer is yes, I can, and you can too, but I think I have to hike to the alpine area to show you how. This place is absolutely awesome. The mountains, the pines, the sky, and far away the other mountains. This, my friends, is what I was looking for. These beautiful places around 800 meters hiking and rock climbing. Oh, thanks to my axe, because I was using sometimes to climb it into the ice, into the snow, and like a hook around some trees. But now I'm here. Let me show you. Just let me show you. Right there, you can see the big waterfall, around 80 meters fall of the water. We are far from it, but when you're here and when you're looking at it, it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, now let's go straight on the topic. As you can see, I've put an external battery because you all know the battery life of the Blackmagic Pocket 4K and 6K cameras, and I don't have the SSD. Right here is the memory card. You see, V30 memory card, 64 gigabytes in an adapter. I will put in again. I don't have another card like CF or anything else. The SD card is the only memory right now in the camera. So let's switch it on. First, let's go to the menu. You can see it's Blackmagic RAW. It's 5:1 and it is a 6K. But what's the catch? Because the memory card is slow, you have to lower your frame rate, and usually 24 frames per second, like right now, is too much. You can shoot at time lapses with your Blackmagic Pocket 6K in 6K RAW directly to the SD card. I like to set it to 3 seconds. Detail sharpening is not necessary because you're shooting RAW. Apply LUT file, this is also not necessary, only if you're shooting in ProRes. So let's go back in the menu, and my project frame rate is 24 frames per second, 23.98, and I will turn on the off-speed recording. So let's go back here, and you can see the frames per second. I will set it to 5 frames per second. My shutter speed I like to be 360 degrees. I will have to compensate with the ND filter, or maybe first I will set my aperture to f11 because f11 is the sharpest aperture for this Canon 24mm lens, you can see here. So I will set it to f11, and my ISO is 400, but maybe I can lower it to around 200, and then I will dial back my ND. I can set it even to 100, but I don't think it's necessary. The 400 is the native ISO and we are under it, so I don't want to go to the real bottom of 100 ISO. So let's focus. I need to dial the focus. I can zoom in to make sure everything is in focus. When you're shooting time lapses, especially on the landscapes, you want to be focusing absolutely everywhere. So I think I'm good now. Let's zoom out. Let's frame the composition, and I am ready to go. Maybe a little more on that side. It's so sunny and it's hard to see the screen of the Blackmagic camera. I don't have any hood. I'm not sure if you can see right here. It's showing it will record to the SD card. And now I just hit the record button. And it started recording. The only thing I need to do now is sit for a cup of tea. And now you know you can shoot 6K Blackmagic RAW directly on your SD card. At least for me it works on my V30 card. I hope you've learned something, and as long as you've watched this video to this point, that means it was interesting for you. So hit the like button, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to post a lot more videos like this with tips and hikes. Also, if you want to know more about my travels, my hikings and the places I visit, drop a comment below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next time. Bye.